Hey, sweetie faces, are you ready for some more Coco? Here we go. Miguel knew the mariachi would enjoy his story. He started out a total nobody from Santa Cecilia. Like me, said Miguel. But when he played music, he made people fall in love with him. He starred in movies, he had the coolest guitar, he could fly. Miguel had seen that special effect in some old film clips, and he wrote the best songs, but my all-time favorite song is... Miguel gestured to some musicians nearby who were playing Remember Me, Ernesto's biggest hit. He lived the kind of life you dream about, until 1942, when he was crushed by a giant bell. Ignoring the musician, Miguel shrugged off Ernesto's unfortunate death. I want to be just like him. Sometimes I look at Ernesto and I get this feeling like we're connected somehow, like if he could play music, maybe someday I can too. Miguel sighed. If it wasn't for my family. Ay, muchacho, said the mariachi, snapping Miguel out of his story. Huh? Said Miguel. I asked for a shoe shine, not your life story, replied the mariachi. Oh yeah, sorry. Miguel lowered his head and polished the man's shoe. As he worked, the mariachi casually plucked at his guitar strings. I just can't really talk about any of this at home, so... Look, if I were you, I'd march right up to my family and say, hey, I'm a musician. Deal with it. I could never say that. You are a musician, no? I don't know. I mean, I only really play for myself. Ah, the mariachi howled. Did Ernesto de la Cruz become the world's best musician by hiding his sweet, sweet skills? No, he walked out onto that plaza and he played out loud. The mariachi pointed to the gazebo where a giant canvas that read Talent Show was being unfurled. Ah, mira, mira, they're setting up for tonight. The music competition for Dia de los Muertos. You want to be like your hero? You should sign up. My family would freak out, said Miguel. Look, if you're too scared then, we'll all have fun making shoes. The mariachi shrugged. Come on, what did Ernesto de la Cruz always say? Seize your moment, said Miguel. The mariachi looked Miguel over and then offered him his guitar. Show me what you got, muchacho. I'll be your first audience. Miguel's eyebrows rose. The mariachi really wanted to hear him play. He glanced down the street to make sure the coast was clear of any family members. He reached for the guitar. Once it was cradled in his arms, Miguel spread his fingers across the strings, anticipating his chord, and Miguel! A familiar voice yelled. Miguel gasped and threw the guitar back into the mariachi's lap. Abuelita marched towards him. Dioberto and Prima Rosa followed close behind with supplies from the market. Abuelita, Miguel explained. What are you doing here? She asked. Miguel stammered as he quickly packed away his shine rag and polishes. Abuelita didn't wait for Miguel's answer. She barreled up to the mariachi and struck him with her shoe. You leave my grandson alone. Doña, please, I was just getting a shine. I know your tricks, mariachi, she glared at Miguel. What did he say to you? He was just showing me his guitar, Miguel said sheepishly. His family gasped. Shame on you, Dioberto barked at the mariachi. Abuelita's shoe was aimed directly at the area between the musician's eyes. My grandson is a sweet little angelito, querida cielito. He wants no part of your music, mariachi. You keep away from him, she threatened. Miguel wasn't so sure he was the sweet little angel from heaven she described, but he wasn't going to argue when she was gripping her shoe like that. The mariachi scampered away, pulling on his hat before leaving. Miguel watched apologetically over his abuelita's shoulder. Ay, pobrecito. Abuelita pulled her grandson protectively close to her bosom. ¿Está bien, mijo? Miguel gasped for air. You know better than to be here in this place. You will come home now, she ordered, and turned away from the plaza. Miguel sighed and gathered his shine box. He spotted a plaza talent show flyer on the ground. Behind his abuelita's back, he snatched it up and put it in his pocket. What's going to happen next? Okay, I'll read you another chapter tomorrow, all right, my sweeties? Good night. I love you.